animals like ringneck pheasants are gateway animals.
Locked and loaded.
People are stunned to find out that this animal is not native.
We are out here today on a pheasant hunt. We've got some first-time hunters out here. We're gonna try to get them into some birds. Come on along with us and let's go shoot some pheasants.
Nice shot, Hunter!
Oh, good shot, Hunter.
First pheasant, all right. I love it.
It's been a year of first duck, first buck, and first pheasant.
Got a young dog, got young kids. It's great. Move up a little bit. Victoria! Did you shoot? You shot. Nice shot.
I waited for her.
I did too. I said Victoria.
It is an introduced animal, but it was a long time ago. So in the 1880s, birds were brought into the Willamette Valley of Oregon. They planted 50, 60 pheasants, and the reports are that they had tens of thousands of pheasants in 10 years.
That's incredible. What was the impetus behind introducing the birds then?
They were so successful, the other western states said, we have similar habitat. This is a beautiful bird. It's great table fare. We want in on this. So actually the Sportsman's Club in Sheridan was behind the start of this. They got with the Game and Fish. They started building this place in 1935. Wow. So it took 2 years to construct the property, started to raise pheasants in 1937. This was a much different operation than it is today. They knew that the hen pheasant would set on 9 to 12 eggs, and that would be great, but they were thinking outside the box, and everyone at that time, the government encouraged raising chickens. All the neighbors have setting hens, and these setting hens have really big bottoms, and they don't care what eggs they hatch. So these guys got these chickens, and they placed 30 eggs underneath of this hen. She hatches these birds, and then she broods them also, so she keeps them warm. Now we use incubator and hatcher that hatches 21,000 eggs at one time.
Wow.
And they were doing good to hatch just a few thousand. They did a great job with what they had.
If you're hunting with good dogs, always just trust the dogs.
Okay. We're gonna wagon wheel it. To be on your right side, okay?
Nice shot, guys. Good job. Who got that one?
Nice shot, bud.
You get to carry it.
Yep, absolutely. That prairie storm is wicked stuff. Folded that bird up. Folded him up. 1 1/4 of sixes. Flight stopper. Gotta love it. There's gonna be a bunch more birds in here. They're gonna be in this thick stuff. And we got birds right here, right out in front of us. We got a whole bunch of roosters right up here. Dog on point right here in the ditch between us. We got birds running in front. There's some cover in here, holy smokes. Out here in the west, in Wyoming, they really like these brushy lines. They like grass, and they really like, of all things, they like to be in the sagebrush too. Any place that they can get to feed and still have some overhead cover from avian predators is really important. We're just hunting cover strips because that's where these birds are hanging out today with this wind. Okay, dogs on point.
Right there, hunter.
Here, good boy. Good boy, here. Here, give. I still got another bird over there. Did that other lab come and get that bird that I shot?
I've had people show up here in the past, visitors will show up and they'll say, you guys are closed. look at your place, it's all overrun. And I equate what we do to the fish hatchery in an instance like that. You can't have healthy upland game birds without the cover, nor can you raise healthy trout in a hatchery system without good, clean water. So this is Lamb's Quarter, which it volunteers on its own, and Marsh Shelter. Most people wouldn't be excited to have this in their landscape. It's a hardy plant that also will withstand several snowstorms, big leaves that provide shade. It also attracts insects, different aphids and things, and then the birds utilize that as protein sources too. And then in the spring, we'll come through and plant some grains too, like oats and things like that. And then as those mature, the birds then they step those over and eat them. So it provides them also with the safety that as aerial predators and things fly over, they feel like they can hide. Right. It reduces their stress. By providing that cover for them, it's a crucial part of raising them.
Got away, but
this is what a hawk will do. See how you got puncture wounds? It's from his. That's how he grabbed a hold of him, and it wasn't like just a few minutes ago. It's been hours because his blood, since all the blood's dry. Now you know why he didn't fly.
We got Doggus Birdie. Yeah, he's locked right up.
You shot straight over him, straight under him.
People are thinking, oh, you're raising all these birds. Where do they go? What do you do with these birds throughout the season then?
So we've got this facility in Sheridan, and then in 1961 we built a farm south of Torrington. Both farms service 20 walk-in areas that are 100% publicly accessible. So these birds are hatched in May and June. We raise them, they grow really quickly. They mature by early fall. So our goal is to have these birds all ready to be stocked prior to that pheasant season opener. These birds will be loaded onto trucks every single day in November and December and go somewhere in the state that you can hunt every single day of the week without permission.
There's a lot of work involved in this, and you're raising these birds for the better part of the year, and then you're stocking them all through the fall. Why?
Without these walk-in areas, without the numbers of pheasants that we raise and stock in these areas, there would really be no pheasant hunting. There are wild pheasants around in the state. There are certain areas where pheasants do well. Some of that may be private. Private landowners are going to regulate how much access they're not going to let everyone in to kill every single rooster. We are basically providing an opportunity for sportsmen to hunt pheasants that they probably wouldn't have without it.
Rooster, Todd. Nice shot.
Came flying by, you guys must have flushed behind you. And I'm watching it come, I'm like, oh, it's clear of them, I'm gonna take a shot. I shot it, and the dogs came over, and I thought Remy had it. And he comes back with no bird. And I was like, well, it fell right there. Well, that's why. It's in the tree. Martine came walking down, he's like, yeah, it's right here.
Ringneck pheasants, they're a crucial part of recruiting hunters, getting young people in the field, getting adults in the field who want to get in the field but don't know where to start. You can start them off with an animal like a pheasant. They don't have to get up early. They're not difficult to remove from the field. Young hunters love to shoot, so you can get into the field with a 3 bird a day limit.
Nice try.
Opportunity to access pheasants every single day of the week without permission makes it easy for dad or whoever to get those people into the field.
Shoot him!
Well, you got to shoot at one.
Yeah.
None of this is going to be around in 25 or 30 years if we don't get the Hunters and the Victorias out in the field with us and get them hooked on this before they're 12 or 13 or 14 years old and distractions carry them away, because they are the future of hunting. So the next time you got a chance to take a kid, do it. Doesn't matter if they're yours. Be a mentor. Get them in the field. It's important. We got to have that.
Even if it's not
There. Rant over.
We have special days set aside within this program too, just for youth. We make opportunities for people that maybe the opportunity wouldn't be as easy any other way.
Where does the money come from to run this program?
The sportsmen are paying for the program in a couple of ways. License sales, but then we also have a supplemental add-on that's the pheasant management stamp. And so if you're going to hunt game bird farm birds, we require that you buy that stamp as well. So it's a combination of a couple of efforts. We do our best to do the most with the least amount possible.
Yeah, you can walk right in front of him.
So these guys are pushing this ditch line up to us, and Victoria and I are blocking, prevent any birds from moving any further.
Oh man. Yeah, you heard him, buddy.
I didn't see that. Sorry. I was watching the dogs. So the strategy worked flawlessly. They flushed a bird out there and killed it. And I was watching them, and another bird got up and flew over here, and I didn't see it until it was too late. We still got about 100 yards for them to cover. And we're gonna see if we can flush another bird or two. I'm betting we will.
Rooster.
I often get the question, so this is a non-native animal, how is it competing with native species? And the truth is, this pheasant's been here so long. He's found his niche. He doesn't seem to compete with native species. He lives alongside those. He's been nothing but a welcome addition to the habitat. So the ringneck pheasant is a backyard bird that people love to look at, and he's also a fun bird to hunt and put in your freezer.
Whoa! Colors on these birds. Man, they're beautiful. But the reality is that we wouldn't have these birds if it wasn't for stocking programs.
We certainly wouldn't have them in Wyoming to the numbers that sportsmen enjoy now. There's just not enough habitat and food and access to support the thousands of hunters that pursue ringneck pheasants in the fall. It's more than a shotgun blast and a dead bird.
I'll just walk right with you and I'll help coach you through, okay?
It's about 70 whatever years of history here. The men and women who love pheasants in Wyoming saying, hey, we support what you do, this is great, and we want to continue to see this.
Well, and hopefully we got another 70 years of this too, right? Told you there's gonna be a bird in there.